Beautiful. That's
Here we
beautiful.
are. Here we are. Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
And here we are on Explore the Akash.
Here we are.
It is
been quite the day.
yes. And it's 11:11, the 11:11
11:11.
gateway. And here we are.
It's beautiful energy for us all today to
It is.
just step forward and move into conscious creation and affirmations of what we want to bring to ourselves over the next number of months, years, whatever. Yeah.
I love that.
Mhm.
That's so beautiful. And Aley, thank you for doing this. This is
Of course.
Aley of Heart and Soul Connected. You can go to her website and book fabulous readings. And she's a phenomenal Akashic record reader too, by the way. But her tarot and oracle readings are off the charts. Fantastic, by the way,
sweet.
because I've had one. But go to heartandsoulconnected.online.
Right.
So that
it's a beautiful website created by my friend Val. So thank you so much.
So anyway, book a reading with Aley because, oh my gosh, it is just phenomenal. You will get so much information from it, and it will help you going forward. There's no doubt about that. Whether it's the Akashic record reading or one of her other readings, she also does dream interpretation and can help you analyze your dreams, because this is very important right now because we're having crazy.
We are. Definitely are.
So this is about reading the Akash. So like and subscribe to Heart and Soul Connected.
Thank you, dear. And of course, ditto to everything Val said that she offers, as well as some beautiful classes that can be found on her website at dragonflycrystals.store. Thank you for being with us, everybody, today. And I want you to know that if you haven't been here before for the Explore the Akash, what happens is it's my turn to ask the questions of the Akashic Records Masters and for Val to be the conduit for the answers. We do this every 2 weeks and we switch out. And it's our wonderful turn to listen and hear what Val's Akashic Records Masters are going to tell us. And what's important is this is for the collective. So what you need to know is that you certainly can put some questions in and we can address them, but they need to be concerned with the collective and not individual postings. So just my 2 cents there. Oh. Right. I'm sorry, Gig. I'm sorry your daughter came back with a virus. Let's just say at this point, we want to send out loving and healing energy for the best possible outcome for her.
Absolutely. Yeah. For sure.
Yeah. So hello to everybody who came in: Shooting Star, Kimberly Canoe, Mangled Unicorn, and Debbie Gessamon. It's wonderful to have you here, and I'm sure more folks will be coming in. And so are you all set to go? Did you do your...
I'm set to go. Yep.
Very good. All right. So the first group of questions is having to do with our awakening, ascension, and spiritual evolution. And so what is the next stage of spiritual evolution for humanity after we get through this ascension energy?
Humanity in this new timing, coming in this new timeline where you are embodying the oneness of who you are. This new timing is about your moving from your heart and creating in the coalescence with community. This is about telepathic communication, moving with that multidimensional knowing that you are connected to everything in the universe, that you are connected to galactic beings, to beings beneath the earth, to everyone in front of you, for they are all you. So in this knowing going forward, all of your clairs, all of your gifts and more will open up, including that telepathy. You will find that there isn't anything that you can't connect to. In fact, many of you will have to understand and navigate that multidimensional channel that you will be connected to, meaning that you will be streaming thoughts. Thoughts will stream into you from the multidimension. And it is going to be a new job navigating how you switch channels, how you navigate all of that as you are perceiving all of this at once. It's all connected. So there are a lot of things that humanity will be learning how to navigate in a new way as these things come online. But it is a big shift for humanity to leave the idea that you are separate behind. This concept in itself is very big, that you are not separate from anyone or anything in the multiverse.
Wow. Thank you, Akash Questions Masters. That's beautiful. I can see that that may create a sort of a log jam for some in integrating this. Is there any kind of easy way to get through and be able to learn how to do this? Or is this just something that will come after some usage?
As you are moving into this multidimensional channel that you are, your heart mind coherence, your heart mind connection, moving from your heart and letting your heart connect to that which it resonates with, helps you to filter out channels of things that you may at another time find interesting, but you're really concentrating on something in particular. That will help you focus a little bit, but it is also a tuning of your focus, a tuning of your frequency to a particular thing you find. It's almost like turning the radio dial and finding the channel you're interested right now. And 10 minutes later, you tune to another channel. This is something you will learn by experience.
Wonderful. This leads me to ask you this question, Masters. There are a lot of people who get channeled light language from intergalactics or from other entities, and they have mentioned that they don't really focus too much on the verbiage. They focus more, they say they automatically know what is being transmitted through this. Do you think that it might come to something like that at some point?
It is something like that. There will be a time when you don't have thoughts and that you actually just know. You just have a knowing in a we'll just say a thought form or a wavelength. It won't even be an inner voice. It'll just be that you know. So
You know
our mind chatter and our mind talk will cease, and that we will experience that total connectedness and move from that. So we will have a quiet mind. This is different than what is happening now, although there are many people on the earth now who experience that quiet mind and don't have that inner talk, the inner voice. They don't have it. They see things in form and frequency, in shape. And this is going to be a melding of the two types of interface, and humanity is headed in that direction.
Okay. Wow. It's going to make it much easier to meditate. Thank you. Thank you, Akashic Records Masters. Is there any way that individuals can accelerate the collective awakening while still living and grounding in everyday life?
Yes, absolutely. Those who open up to the flow, and even if you're doing it by yourself during meditation, or you're contemplating and you're sending out beautiful connected energy to the multiverse, you are shifting things. You are helping the collective. And when you join meditation groups or activation groups like Shine Your Light, for example, you are, or not even just joining. What if you create your own and you do it every month? What you're creating is an open portal to bring in this higher frequency and anchor it in. Times how thousands and thousands of people doing this and thousands of groups is enormously shifting. Yes.
Yes, that sounds wonderful. It sounds like we can really increase our vibrational ability.
Yes.
And have more. That's wonderful. Thank you.
It involves connecting to your heart and grounding into Mother Earth and reaching out into the cosmos. This is the bridge. Even though there is no separation, this is the bridge between the two worlds, even though it's an illusion.
Right.
It is necessary right now. And that is that deep connectedness you will experience during these times. And sharing that is the key to the mass consciousness, the evolution of humanity moving, because they need to have that template out there. They need that energy to reach them so that they can, through mass consciousness or many other ways on the grid system, for them to begin resonating with it. And they will, and it shall happen.
It shall happen. Wow. Something to look forward to. Thank you. How can humanity strengthen their connection between the heart and the higher consciousness? Is there some sort of activity that would help, working in groups or?
Yes, as far as the heart, and that being the gateway to everything. Opening your heart and breathing light into it daily. Beautiful white light, as simple as this sounds, it is the most powerful experience you can give yourself. And as you do this practice, imagine in your mind something wonderful. That feeling and that activity of breathing light into your heart connect your heart and mind. And therefore, it creates a synchronization between your mind, your emotions, and your heart. That is your gateway and the power of everything.
Beautiful. There, a lot of people have brought information in that say that the pineal gland is sometimes gets calcified. And is there a specific way that we can blast the pineal gland in order to get it to work more efficiently, or if we have this issue?
As you allow the frequencies of, for example, the great central sun, the beautiful golden white light to come down through your crown, visualizing it every day, coming in through your crown, through all of the chakras, it will strike the pineal gland, the third eye, and everything necessary for you to have a functioning vibrancy. So anything that has been switched off, or anything that has been not used for a while or calcified in somebody's idea of what that looks like, will be vibrating, and whatever is encasing it, whether it be calcification, it will shed, and you will have everything vibrating in light within your body necessary for you to be the antenna, to be the conduit, to be the frequency, to be the one who is here for your divine plan, path, and for humanity. This exciting time is for people to wake up that there is nothing in your way. Bringing the higher frequencies in can be as simple as bringing that higher frequency of light through, visualizing that light coming down into your crown, feeling it, and it is real as you do this. You will feel the vibration in your body in every cell, and say to yourself, I bring this golden white light of the great central sun of divine source down through my crown into every cell of my body, into every organ of my body, into my blood, into my bones, and on all levels. And I absorb this light, this higher frequency of light, and anchor that light down through your root chakra into Mother Earth. This frequency will begin to hum within your body over a very short amount of time. You will just be radiating this light. And if you practice this daily, you will be in divine harmony.
Beautiful. Sounds like you have wings on your feet because you'll be so light. That's beautiful. So is it true that the pineal gland also carries with it piezoelectric currents that can be found also in quartz crystals, which makes us have us retain our spiritual light or knowledge?
Yes, it isn't just the pineal gland. There are many glands within our body that are helping us with our gifts, whether it be the pineal and the third eye or whatever it is. So realizing not to spend too much time focusing on one thing, but rather practice the big picture.
Sure. The
and it'll
integration.
all follow. So yes, it is true. These crystals are here to assist mankind to vibrate at a certain rate, at a certain level. And every crystal, every frequency by color and design are there to assist. Even if it is a hematite stone, it has a frequency, it has a purpose, and it will help. So in the higher frequencies of the violet range, those help with the crown and the pineal gland. And actually, many of them, even the Atlantean stone Larimar, will help with the voice, with the third eye, and all of that coalescing together so that you can function in a way in which your divine plan can be proceed on that golden pathway in a beautiful way. So it's all helpful for everyone to utilize these tools on Mother Earth that are here for us.
Yeah. Beautiful. Thank you, Akashic Records Masters. How does one go about moving out of the illusion of separation, which is probably more divided than it has been in recent history, although maybe that's also an illusion. I don't know.
The paradoxical nature. So it is a beautiful question that you've asked. And we would say that beginning with the realization that you are not the story, This is an experience, much like a play that you've designed for yourself. And you've created the players on your stage. You've signed them up, and they are working with you, not against you. And you are working together, and each person receives what they need from the experience that they signed up for. So you have orchestrated every activity in your life for a reason. And this experience is going to help you gain wisdom and help you remember, oh, I don't feel that way anymore. I don't feel resentment, or I don't feel, I'm feeling more love. Whatever that may be from all the different experiences, you will gain at the end of the day. It will help you on your life plan path for the lifetime. That's how you designed it, where you learn to stand in your strength. You learn to stand in the power of your source energy and not to believe in the outside world telling you who you are, but rather you know who you are. So this is the divine remembering that we're experiencing. And the way in which you start to shake off the illusion is by realizing you are not that story. You are a divine source being projecting down into your vehicle. Once you realize the concept that everything is a player on your stage, you can then disengage from the drama in front of you. And that when somebody says something insulting or something that makes you feel triggered, it's okay. Just pause for a moment, because you can smile even, because you realize you have brought that trigger in front of you. You are the shadow and you are the light, because everything is divine source. And so when you realize that and you embrace your shadow side and you embrace what the mirror reflection is telling you in the players on your stage, you're not going to blame the players. They're just giving you, through the filter of illusion, a window into realizing, oh, I'm not that. I am a divine source. So no matter what your shadow tells you, you are divine source energy projecting down into this vehicle. And it takes a little bit of effort to catch yourself before you get triggered and to be in the observation mode of your life. This is where you are in your source energy. It doesn't mean that you don't care. It doesn't mean that you don't have love, yet that unity for consciousness. It means you do, and that you love people on a higher level, not I've got to do this for them because then they'll like me more.
Right. So, no pleasing. No pleasing.
No, you really move from your heart and from source energy as you are directed. And there is less and less, as you practice this, that you will be pulled into the drama. Because once you get pulled into that polarity of right, wrong, good, bad, once you stop judging yourself and others, you cease to be in the 3D and you start to vibrate at the 4th and 5th dimensional levels and higher. It is a natural evolution. So the quickest way to do that is to observe yourself. Observe yourself and do not engage in the drama. Be in the observation. So,
will there always be a certain amount of people who are residing here that will not be able to do that in their particular lifetime, and will have to come to another lifetime in order for that to be achieved?
Yes, there are people who have a different timing for their awakening, and there is nothing wrong with that. Everyone is on their own journey, and to honor them in their timing. It is not for us to engage with another person to make them like us, make them as we are.
Right.
We are here to be our divine source energy while on earth and embody that as we are called to in our divine plan. Does that mean preaching to others and making them into us? No. They are us already, but they need to go at a certain speed for their own evolution. And your allowance, your love, and allowing everyone to be on their own journey is your care and your love for yourself in that other form. So, yes, hopefully that makes sense.
Yes, absolutely, Akashic Records Masters. And it reminds us that we are only here not to enhance and not look down upon those who are not rising, let's say, at the same levels as we might be rising, or
they are you.
Right.
Or they are you.
Yes.
We are all one.
We are all one. Yeah.
And those parts of you that are as you came from the divine source and you went into the monad, and the monad created the oversoul, then the individuated fragments of divine source are projected down into different roles to play, different understandings to gain information. Yeah. We're all that one that came from source. So, yes, separation is an illusion.
It's an illusion.
So,
yeah. Thank you so much.
Mm-hmm.
What role do animals and plants play in our spiritual awakening, or the awakening, of the planet?
The beauty of nature, the beauty and life of everything that is growing. The life force is a powerful thing. It is delightful. It's like a song singing in the wind that you can't hear because you're not attuned to it. It is a voice speaking. It is love personified in front of you in nature. This is what you will hear, is the songs of nature. You will begin to feel this life flowing in everything: trees, grass, flowers, even what we term weeds.
Yeah.
For there is beauty
in everything. Yeah.
There is beauty and beautiful energy in every single living thing. And we, in that gazing upon that energy, the wisdom, the power of even an ancient oak tree, we absorb and feel that connection. We are connected to everything. Yeah. And so these beings of light that are here in the plant form are here for our growth and evolution, and to really appreciate all forms of life.
Very good. Wow. Thank you to those who have come in as we've been talking. And you are welcome to put in any questions for the collective, if you wish, that's similar to ones I've been asking today. Anything that could help more than just you is wonderful. And I want to thank you for being here, and thank the Akashic Records Masters for being here as well. So I have another question for you about compassion. What role does compassion play in raising the collective vibration?
That's a beautiful question. Compassion, very related to empathy, where you are putting yourself in the place of someone else, where you feel what they are going through, and you have the understanding of what that takes. You appreciate the struggle, the effort, the pain, all of it, because you've been through it. Those who have empathy have compassion for others. It is necessary to have that compassion, because that allows you to love someone who is struggling at a higher level, at a level where you still allow them their journey without impinging on their free will, that you hold them in the light of source unity, because you know in 10 seconds they're going to have an awakening. 10 seconds on the other side is what our projected lifetimes seem like. It is really slow here in our awareness, but it's very fast in the energy body when you're outside of this. So realizing you've all been through everything, and to open your heart up to realizing what the soul, the beautiful work a soul is doing by going through all of that, you really feel the empathy and connection. And they are you on another aspect and journey. So
beautiful,
yes,
beautiful. So you mentioned Akashic Records Masters, that time is very different on the other side. And of course, we're talking not about linear time anyway. We're talking more about, I guess it's it's a different type of time. Anyway, cyclic time, perhaps.
It's
fluid time. Is that the same? My question was that the same in other realms as well? So is it just Earth that has it because we're dense?
Earth
or
has
like other?
Earth has set up this linear time so that our brains can understand, can put a sequence of events together and make sense of it. Because if we were without this structure here on Earth, it would not make sense to our level of consciousness right now. Because what we would experience is all of us all at once having all these lifetimes, and just for this school and purpose, this is how it is here. Yes. Because if you are an extraterrestrial, for instance, you can look at one of the humans and see every lifetime all at once and see who this being is. All the galactic lifetimes, all the everything, and see their lineage, see everything. This is open for everyone to see.
With regard to time and the lifespan of a person who lives on the Earth, there is a certain lifespan that we feel is of somewhere around 100 years in a linear format. Do other galactic groups, do they live longer in linear time if we were to measure it that way?
Yes, almost every galactic race lives hundreds, if not thousands of years. So 400 and plus years, depending on which race we're speaking of.
Okay. Yeah.
The Earth human has been designed to have the shorter life, and this is actually going to change, where humans will be living a longer lifetime. And this is a natural evolution as the DNA is, we'll say, turned on for this longer, this genetic, the genetic effects of I want to say, a governor put on our our lifespan here. It will shift.
It will shift.
You can look forward to that.
Wow. I have a question with regard to the sacredness in human connection. Is there a belief that we are moving towards rediscovering the sacredness of each other, or are we still tripping along that path?
We are evolving to discover that within one another. As we now go to our soul levels, and I speak in the we of the humanity, it is a natural evolution that as you go deeply into your soul and you feel it within you, and you are calling in your monad and you are living from that space, that you then see the soul of everyone in front of you. As you see their soul, you are seeing their essence. As you just do this, you cannot be anything but honoring and respectful with a deep soul connection. Not only are they you, but they're probably your soul tribe, even if you didn't realize that. They are part of your soul family. But more than that, you honor that part of yourself. You see yourself over in someone else, and you feel the love. You feel the love and connectedness, and you honor everything they are going through, painful, whatever that may be. You have compassion, honoring them, and realizing you are all equal. You are all one.
Right.
There is no one above anyone. There is no higher this or that, lower this or no. You are divine source beings having this experience, whatever it looks like. Here, it is the truth.
Beautiful. That's beautiful. What does a balanced, awakened earth look like if you're looking from the record's point of view?
A balanced and awakened earth will be looking toward unity, looking toward a borderless world where everyone is working for each other, where you are realizing the common goals of source, where you are thinking in terms of what you can bring in new that will bring a greater expansive awareness. You will reach for the stars. You will do galactic traveling. You will learn from other societies. You will crave that interaction. You will bring your wisdom out into the multiverse, and you will grow and evolve in this ginormous that's what they're
Sign
saying.
me up, Akashic Records Masters. I'm ready.
It is going to be a very fun ride.
It sounds
for
like
everyone.
it. Yeah.
So
Wow. That's beautiful. Is there a message from the Akashic Records Masters about our current day of 11/11 portal?
yes, 11/11. This portal brings in the mystical opportunities of oneness, of mastery, of self-mastery, of activations, of realizing that you not only are here to experience this, but you are the provider of that for others. You are the activator. You are the teacher, the master teacher, the generator, the conduit. You are all these things. That's why you are here now in this timing. Those who are hearing my words now realize who you are. You're moving with power and grace in this world now to enlighten yourself and others as to the game, and that you are here for this divine purpose. And that when you look in the eyes of someone, you see the soul. You see the soul, and you do not filter who you are to them. They can see your soul. This is living in the truth of your being and dropping all the shields down so that you can live authentically as that source light. This is what's happening now for everyone.
Wow. Beautiful. So, Crystal, I'm just going to amend your question because it's a little too specific, but I'm going to ask how will the Akashic Records Masters, of course, know of things in the past and things to come. Many are saying that there will be many earth changes. There will be a lot of earthquakes, fires, whatever it is. And so what can you tell us? What should we prepare for without we know you don't move in the fear zone, but what can we do to make ourselves understand and be ready and prepared for things like that if they are meant to happen?
This is a beautiful question. There are some things that will occur, but there are things that are very many, many, many years out for humanity. Whether that's Yellowstone volcano and anything like that, that is hundreds and hundreds of years away. So do not worry about that. There are opportunities to soften all of the earth changes coming. And as more of you are awakening, more of that softer energy is happening, and more frequent earthquake activity is happening within the ring of fire to allow for the lessening of the stress on the plates. This is going to soften and negate many of the big earth quakes that could create more landmass changes. The melting of the Arctic ice shelves are going to create a little bit of flooding on the coastal areas. Yes, it is happening, but it's slow enough for you to react accordingly. So nothing to be afraid of. Nothing at this time is set in stone for a cataclysmic situation. So know that you, listening to your divine source heart, you will know if you need to be somewhere else when something happens. You will be somewhere else. So do not fear and do not worry about this. You are all on a beautiful timeline right now. And if this continues, a lot of this will be negated. So
thank you. Thank you very much, Akashic Records Masters. In the 1990s, there was a belief that earth changes were imminent, and there were even maps drawn explaining what would happen, and it didn't happen. And many have said that it was the collective energies of the light workers made that change.
That is correct. That is correct. That is exactly right. And so the energy of love and oneness shift and move tremendously what is coming in the future. So know how powerful that is.
Very true.
Yes.
Let's see. How can humanity integrate higher frequencies without bypassing emotional or karmic layers? Or are there still karmic layers that we're working out?
This is an interesting question. Karmic layers, those layers of illusion that we have experienced in trauma of some event or another, whether it's in a concurrent lifetime, past life, however you want to view it, is surfacing now for the release. And they're surfacing in everyone right at this timing now to be let go of and not to be held in our consciousness to think we have to doctor it up or do something with it. No, it isn't like that. But rather, it's just quickly flitting through your mind and let it go. It is that simple. So we say that the karmic cycle is no longer necessary. The karmic cycle and machine was created to give you a faster, well, we'll say it this way, a balancing and understanding of your action creates a reaction. This was something that you all decided to design into this Earth School. And so now the training wheels are off, and you are now, as you create something, you sit back and it's immediate.
Mm-hmm.
So create beautiful things and think beautiful thoughts.
That's
because
right.
it is pretty immediate. So the training wheels are off. It's not going to wait till the next lifetime and you balance the energy. None of that is happening any longer. So
Okay. Huge shift. That's beautiful. That's beautiful. Thank you. Can you, Akashic Records Masters, give us a little bit of an idea what it would look like to embody 5D consciousness in daily life?
So if you are embodying 5D consciousness, you are connected to the multiverse. You are connected to everything. You flow with a higher feeling of that soul level purpose in a day. You are not engaged in the third dimensional constructs that we have created. I'm just going to say balancing accounts, looking at your bank account, all those things that we think are so important are not as important to the soul at a soul level. So as you're in the fifth dimensional frequencies, you're in a finer vibration that really dropping back down into 3D to balance your checking or do accounting.
Do your taxes. Yeah.
It's going to be a little more difficult for all of you. Once you are in the fifth dimensional frequencies, the rest of it has to shift where you don't have the same kind of reason for everything. You don't have the monetary constructs. You don't have a lot of these things will evolve and disappear as we know them today, because we will not have any interest in it. So when you're in the fifth dimensional frequencies, you are really in this connectedness to all the angels, guides, beings of light, everyone who's crossed over. Everyone can connect with you, converse with you, stand next to you, talk to you. Time is not linear any longer. You're out of all that 3D construct of how we created Earth School. You're not in it anymore. So everything is fluid. You're a multidimensional being in fact. So it's an awareness of everything all at once, and it is harder to drop down into the 3D types of things to do. So that's going to be a big change.
It will be a big change, but it sounds like that's where we're all working towards. So that's positive. Yeah. How do the celestial events that we're dealing with, like solar flares, eclipses, affect our collective vibration?
Okay, so this is a beautiful question, and it's very true that solar flares are powerful, energetic impulses to create magnetic flow on the earth. And in this magnetic flow that we are embodying, we are electromagnetized to more of the higher frequencies. It is burning away the dross. It is creating for us an opportunity to embody the light. As it can feel a little dramatic at times, it is just let it happen. It is okay, because what is really happening is you are being enlightened. So those are solar flares. And as for there's photon rays from the photon belt, there's the eclipses. All of these things are certain aspects. Eclipses can be a beautiful balancing of the shadow and light sides of you. All of this opportunity is there for you now. And many of the astrological events that are coming haven't been seen in hundreds of thousands of years. This is not a mistake. It's not an accident. You are facing the full activation of your divine source beingness and remembering while in a physical body. This has never been done before. This is new, and you are accomplishing this. So all of you should be very proud of yourselves in a way. At least acknowledge yourself that you are in this timing here now. For all of you who can hear my voice, realize you are part of this.
I got goosebumps, Akashic Records Masters. That's beautiful.
Thank you.
Is there any way that some of us who are going through some physical manifestations of those energies to stabilize the intensity? Is there any way we can do that?
You can actually just say to your guides and angels, your team, please, I'd like to lighten the experience up a little bit and have it be comfortable, have it be enjoyable, and have it be a softer experience, and you will see the shift. Wow. For you are the captain of your ship.
Sure. And this would be a good time to remind people that if you're not understanding what is going on, we are enduring a lot of that, which can create some physical symptoms for people who even don't understand what's going on. So thank you for that, Akashic Records Masters, because I think a lot of people are having a hard time trying to integrate that extra bump of energy that's coming in. Yes. I think I have one more question for you today, and it is, what are the key energetic upgrades or light codes that are anchoring on the earth right now, if you know?
This is the energetics of remembering. This is the big activation point right now before 3i Atlas arrives on December 19th at its closest point to Earth. The remembrance codes of light. This will enable you to recall lifetimes. It will enable you to realize you are multidimensional. It will enable you to have those feelings and sensations that you may have tramped down or pushed down. And your sensitivity levels will go up very high. And this timing to assist you with all of this, there are also light codes coming in for that softening of divine feminine within you and that divine masculine balancing, so that there will be a rising in love and compassion and a lowering of that animal nature of fight and flight that from the male side within all of us will be softened tremendously. This is what is happening. And so realizing you open up to receive all of this, it will be a gentler ride than just letting it happen and then wondering what's happening to you.
Right, right. Oh, that's beautiful. Well, Akashic Records Masters, you have really dipped your toes and our toes into some wonderful things that we did not know before, and we always welcome you and thank you for your wisdom and appreciation through that vessel called Valerie. So thank you very much for a beautiful day. Thank you, everybody, for sharing with us. And we wish you all well and have a beautiful 11/11. And, make some good manifestations for yourself. And Val and I will be back in a couple of weeks. In the meantime, thank you. Anything that you'd like to add, Val? It's your channel.
No, I'm out of it now.
All right. All right. Thanks, everybody. Bye-bye.